Hello everybody, welcome back to Sprocketman Designs. Sorry for the long pause between videos. It's because I've not been doing anything. Had a bit of a terrifying accident, and not in here, I hasten to add, but I'd quite successfully managed to just smash myself to pieces, and this is the first time I've been fit enough to do anything at all. As you can see, I haven't tidied the bench up, although I have been drawing anything but detailed plans. I'll move them out of the way because I don't want to set fire to them. Today I am going to be making, or attempting to make, some brackets that my good lady has challenged me to manufacture to hang plant pots on. And because of what it's going on to, I've got to make the brackets up from scratch. So what I've got is some 4mm by 30mm hot rolled steel that I'm going to heat up to bend in relevant places, hopefully, and then with a bit of luck it'll work. Nothing like optimism, eh? So, without further ado, and you can't see what I'm doing because it's in the wrong place. You can sort of see it there. Let's see if we can. There you go. If I move my welding torch, because I'll not be needing that today. Yeah, you can see that going into the vise. Let's make sure I've got it square. Yep. So, first part of this slightly insane endeavour is I'm going to heat the steel up, bend it over as far as I can in the vise, then I will be basically flipping it around in the vise, heating it up again and using delicate adjuster, beloved delicate adjuster, to create more of a curve, if all goes according to plan. And provided I've got enough gas left in this. I'll do the talking bit now because I remember from a previous video when using this just how loud it is. And it's just occurred to me, I'm heating up steel. It would help if I put on something that might just protect my hands a bit. Who'd have thought it? I'm thinking. Had to happen eventually, I guess. And why do these gauntlets have to be so big? Stupid. Okay. There we go. Don't have to get warm in here when you're using one of them, you know. And if you're wondering what the strange, if you heard it over that, it was me shutting the workshop door. Now if I can just get that to come over a bit further. Well, quite a lot further technically. See how much more stuff I can get to jump off my bench. Right, hang on. Before I go any further, see if we can get down to a temperature I can think at a bit. I'm also trying to decide whether or not, with the bashing taking place, whether ear defenders might be a good idea. But that I think is going to have, there's a little bit of a kink just here, but I kind of, do I need it to go that way or the other way? That will curl it in, won't it? No, I'll stick with the current plan of trying to get that to bend over, and then worry about that in a bit. But you've seen the basic idea. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so after quite a lot more heat and a good hard pounding with the hammer, we have now achieved the hook shape. Next step will be, put this in roughly the right position, you can just make out I've drawn a line on it. The idea here is I'm going to heat it up again and then just put a bend in there, and I'm hoping then it will sit up inside the plant pot near enough. If it doesn't, I'll probably modify the plant pot because it's only plastic and doesn't require quite as much gas. It's whether this, I don't think this vise is going to do it. We may have to clear an awful lot of space around my big vise, which can handle it. Yep, time to move a lot of cardboard and stuff away from my big vise, because cardboard and blowtorches really don't mix very well. Can't understand why, of course, but hey, what would I know? And also move the blowtorch closer to the job. So, in a minute I will hopefully come back and show you a piece of steel with a bend at one end and a 90-degree bend in the middle. Let's see how it goes, eh? See you in a sec. Okay, there we have it, now complete with the first 90-degree bend. The next one that's going to go on will be followed by, actually I've got one to put on and then cut it off. So do I cut it off now? See, it's moments like this when I really should have got a bottle of inspiration before I started. However, at present everything is going mostly according to plan, if I'm lucky. Then again, we all know how my luck runs. That's how I ended up in hospital. But, looking on the bright side, I know what I'm going to have to do for the next 9, don't I? Okay, I think what I'm going to do is measure it out to where the curve's going to be, I'll use the big vise again because it is tremendously easier than this one. Also, that one doesn't heat up and this one hasn't cooled down yet. And then get the bend in, trim it off where I want it, because that will be easier to do that way around. Then start work on the next one. Actually, what I might do is get that bend in, trim it off, go and offer it up to one of the plant pots and make sure the rotten thing will fit. Or something like that. We will see what happens as we go along. Okay, so the executive decision has been made, that being I've had enough of playing with a blowtorch for 2 minutes, so I'm going to take this off at about 90 degrees, all being well, and then I've just got the short bit to worry about heating up and bending where I want it to go. I'm not going to swear on camera. I'm not going to swear on camera much. Square enough. Okay, that's going to be I don't know whether I'll get 2 more out of that. This might get expensive. Oh goody, heating things up and hitting them with a hammer again. Mind you, at least this time I should use this vise. Don't use that. Just so that you can live over there so you don't see the fate of your other half. Well, hopefully third. Okay, so if I had a plan, I keep changing it. What is now going to happen is I'm going to get the gloves in the right order, heat this up, as you've already witnessed, go at it like a madman with the hammer, and then hopefully have a finished bracket. I will then go and offer it up to one of the plant pots. Unfortunately, she's already filled them all, otherwise I'd have bought an empty one in here to offer it up, smile, be happy, make adjustments. But who needs life to be that easy, eh? Helps if you turn the torch on in the right direction. not working in that voice. So, back to the big one. How in the name? Okay, back in a sec. Okay, so for what it's worth, there we have it. One completed bracket. I've only got 9 more to do. That's not going to drive me up the wall. Oh well. One day, if you're really unlucky, you won't be able to see the back brackets, but you'll certainly see all of the plants in the pots hanging up. Although that is a couple of steps ahead as yet, because I haven't put up a thing for the plants to hook onto. But that is a job for a very different day. I ain't doing it today. Alright, thanks for watching guys, as usual. Any comments, suggestions, in this case advice, please let me know. I look forward to hearing from you. Feel free to like and subscribe, or just generally take the mickey. Take it easy guys. Later.